right, good evening, everybody. All right, let's talk about the weather for the rest of this week. We are going to see, it looks like a mild day again Tuesday, but Tuesday will be a wet day, and it's because of this weather maker back off to the west of us. Now, the reason it was a mild day today, at least the afternoon was mild, we had a south wind and a lot of sunshine, so we warmed up more than 40 degrees during the course of the day. It was cold this morning at 24, but we actually managed to make it up to 65 this afternoon, and I think we're going to be in the 60s again tomorrow, even with cloud cover and rain, because we're going to see a strong south wind. So the clouds already increasing ahead of the storm. That's going to help to keep our temperatures up tonight. We're at 50 degrees right now. That's at the 10 o'clock hour. That's with a south wind at about 8 miles per hour. Tomorrow, those southerly winds could gust up to 20, 25 miles per hour. So that's going to keep us warm, about, let's say, 40 in the morning up to the 60s in the afternoon. That's actually a little bit above average. 60 to 67 is what we're looking at. So here's our next weather maker. Now, we could hear a rumble of thunder tomorrow when this comes through, but I'm not expecting any severe weather. The rain, though, will be heavy at times, and I think a lot of us will pick up an inch of rain or even more in a few spots. We're also going to see an area of low pressure developing along the front, which is going to delay its progress through South Mississippi. So I don't think we're going to be completely done with this in the Pine Belt until about daybreak on your Wednesday. The rest of Wednesday is going to be cloudy, cooling down, winds coming in from the north. Eventually, by Wednesday night, we clear out, and our coldest night is going to be Wednesday night into Thursday morning. Let's talk about the rain first, though. It's going to be starting in the Delta first, and by noon, we could start to see some of this here in the metro. Initially, it's going to be pretty light, but the intensity of the showers will pick up as we go through the afternoon. And right about sunset, we should see the heaviest rain lined up from west to east along the I-20 corridor. And again, rumble of thunder, that's possible, but not expecting severe weather. Now, we are going to see this shift through the evening hours Tuesday into South Mississippi, but it's pretty much going to take most of the night for this to come through. This is about 2:30 in the morning. It'll be along the I-59 corridor, and then finally getting out of here by daybreak on your Wednesday. The rest of Wednesday, a lot of clouds, winds coming in from the north. It's going to keep our temperatures in the 30s and the 40s all day, but it will be above freezing. Eventually, the clouds clear out. We'll see our coldest morning Thursday morning, and then we get the sun all day Thursday, and temperatures are going to turn around, and that's going to lead to a nice weekend. Here's the amount of rain we're expecting. The blue shading is 1 inch, the purple shading is 2 inches, and a lot of us are going to see about 1 to 2 inches of rain. So just keep in mind, it is going to be a wet day tomorrow. You're going to need the rain gear if you're going to be out and about, especially after the lunch hour Tuesday. Wednesday, chilly day, cold Thursday morning, and then we start to immediately warm back up. Tonight, we stay warmer than it has been, about 40 degrees in the morning with the clouds increasing. Tomorrow, 90% chance of rain. Your high temperature at 62 degrees with those gusty winds coming in from the south. Wednesday is going to be a chilly day, lots of clouds. May see a little bit of sun late in the day just before the sun goes down in our western counties, but I think if you live east of I-55, it's just going to be a cloudy, cool day all day Wednesday. Thursday morning, we're down to 27, so yes, below freezing, but not the teens that we had this past weekend. And then we get the sun all day Thursday, so we're going to warm back up to 50, and then that's going to start a warming trend, which will put us in the mid-60s the next day on Friday, and that's where we stay for the rest of the 8-day forecast. So the weekend and early next week, lows will be above freezing and highs in the 60s. We're even expecting 70s for several days down in the Pine Belt starting Friday through the weekend and into early next week. So, Punxsutawney Phil said 6 more weeks of winter, but if you look at this forecast, it looks like we got maybe a little bit of an early spring coming. Of course, we can't really judge by just this next week. We could cool down again. It is February after all, but in the near term, it looks good. Once we get past Thursday morning, I think we're going to be good to go for several days. All right, that's going to do it for your update tonight. Meteorologist Megan Hanna is going to be here in the morning with your next update. Have a good night.